'Cause I don't want nobody change me now. 'Cause I like to be myself. If you're not agree, you can walk away. You can walk.
Good morning, welcome back to my channel. It has been forever. Once again, it is 6:30 in the morning. I literally woke up like 15 minutes ago, brushed my teeth. I did a lip scrub on my lips because my lips have been feeling super dry lately. And yes, I've been drinking my water, so it's not because of that. I think it's just the weather. It's been getting really cold, and my lips have just been really dry. So I decided to just go ahead and do a little lip scrub. But I'm gonna be going about an hour away from here. I'm gonna go visit my grandma. Last week she had an incident where she fell, and I haven't been able to see her since then. I went to go see her that day, the day that she fell, but she was in the hospital, and you know, because of everything going on, she can't have any visitors. She couldn't have any visitors or anything, and she was only there for a whole day. So we decided to come back because we knew they weren't gonna let us see us. We knew they weren't gonna let us see her. So I was like, you know what, I'll just go back a different day to go see her and see how she's doing. So I didn't schedule any clients for tonight, so I'm just gonna go today. But anyways, I keep shaking my lash shampoo. But what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna be getting ready, and what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna wash my lashes. My lash shampoo, if you guys don't know, I am a lash tech, so all you need is about one pump. I'm gonna go ahead and use my little fan to dry them. And this one right now is wet. If I were to leave it like that and don't brush it out, it's gonna stay like that throughout the day. And sometimes I get clients that tell me like, how come it doesn't look like I have that many lashes anymore? And I'm like, you have to wash them and you have to brush them, and they will fluff out again. If you don't do that, there's going to be an accumulation of oils and residue and stuff that makes your lashes stick together, and they start looking like you have a lot less. But once you go in there with that lash shampoo, remove all those oils, rinse it out, and then brush them and then fan them out, they should come back to life. See, fluffy and not fluffy. Ethan is already awake. How in the world? This is why I try to wake up early and like be the early bird, you know, and try to get things done. But I swear, like, since he sleeps with us, he can feel like when I'm not there, and he can feel when I'm not there, and he'll just wake up earlier too. And it kind of defeats the purpose, you know. When you're a mom, you want to wake up earlier before your kids wake up so that you're able to get things done. Like for instance, film this video, but I already heard him, and it's 6:40, and he normally wakes up like at 7:30, so I still had about like an hour left. But nope, I heard him already. Good thing his dad is still here. Okay, so I remember I told you guys that I made an order from Juno & Co. It was my very first time ordering from there. I ordered it around Black Friday-ish. Yeah, so like in November, but it took a while to get here, and then it took a while for me to actually open the package and use it. But I have not used the Juno & Co. Moonshine Miracle Cream. Wait, have I used this? I don't think I have. No, I haven't used it. Okay, so it doesn't smell like anything, but this is what it looks like. And it's supposed to be, what I saw on the website, it's supposed to be a pore blurring primer, and that's why it's called the Miracle Cream. So we're gonna go ahead and try this out. I normally go in with my elf mint cooling primer. I love this primer, I honestly really do. But we're gonna try this cream primer right now. and see what it does. Good morning.
Good morning. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm doing my makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it feels... Okay, it feels a little thick, which I like. I like the feeling of having something actually like fill in my pores. So I like this feeling. I don't really like the runny primers. Baby, can you close the door, please? Thank you. You're gonna go with daddy? Go with daddy. Okay, I like the way this feels. I don't like runny or super silky silicone primers. I don't like those type of primers because I feel like my skin is combination skin, but there's days where I'm really oily, especially if I use silicone products. I feel like my face is even oilier and it feels oilier, but this feels really good. It feels a little tacky, a little bit to the touch, which I like. So we'll see, because this one is runny. Like when you squirt it out and you put it on your face, it feels like it's thin, but then as soon as you start spreading it, it starts getting tacky, and I like that feeling. Like I like the tacky feeling where I know that it's just not gonna go anywhere. It's just gonna stay, and it's gonna look where it's just gonna stay. And I feel like that helps my foundation application so much. But the next thing that I got from there were these sponges. I think I bought 4. So there's these 3 sponges, and then this one, I already wet this one. This one is the one that I've been using, and I actually really like it. The one that I was using before was it's really dirty, but it's the e.l.f. one. And this has been a favorite of mine for years. Like for years I've been using this. I switched over from the Beauty Blender to the Real Techniques, and then from the Real Techniques to the e.l.f. one, and I've just been using this one ever since. But I've been using it for so many years that I was like, you know what, I need to try something new. I want to try other sponges, and I'm loving this sponge so far. It feels really I don't know, it feels like this is already damped, so this is how big it wets, but it's normally like this size. So it's pretty big, and it has the 2 little indents, like the little cuts right here. Anyways, I haven't tried these, so I have nothing to say about these, but I do know, I believe these 2 are made out of microfiber. It's supposed to give you, like, maybe I should try one of these today, since I've already tried this one, and this one kind of works. It pretty much feels similar to this one, just a little bit more dense. This one feels a little bit more dense, which I feel like it soaks up a lot less product because it feels a little bit more dense. If you know what I mean, like the pores, the sponge pores don't look as big as the one from the e.l.f. And it makes it feel and look more dense. I hope that makes sense. I don't know how to explain sponges, guys, but let me go ahead and wet this one. I might try this one out. Okay, so here it is already wet, and this is what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like right now. It's wet already, so it feels soft. They're both soft. Let me see the difference. Okay, this one's a little slimmer, a little taller, a little chunky one. And you guys already know that my favorite foundation, one of my favorite drugstore foundations that I have been using is the Infallible 24-Hour L'Oreal foundation. So I'm just gonna go in with this. Oops. And then go in with the sponge. Okay, So already I can tell that it's not soaking up a lot of product, which is good. Most of the product, if you guys can see, it's staying on my face. And as you guys know, with all these sponges, they tend to soak up a lot of product. But this one looks like it's not. Oh my gosh, I look like I have a mask on because it didn't. I was expecting it to soak up a lot more product. That's why I kind of add a lot of foundation, because I already know the sponge is going to soak up a little bit and I want to make sure I have enough coverage. Wait, is this one the right shade? It should be. Why do I look so freaking ghostly? Maybe it's the light, because it doesn't look like that on my mirror. It only looks like that on the camera. Well, I like the smooth application. It applied it really, really, really smooth. I know this looks completely different than my skin, but you guys, I swear to you, it's not. It doesn't look like that in person. I don't know why there's this white cast. And I'm pretty sure it's because of the lighting. But it doesn't look like that, you guys. This is the shade that I've been using forever. It's not a new shade or anything. So, whoops. This looks bomb. This feels really, really good. Okay, I'm really liking this sponge. Aside from the shade, it looks really smooth. I hope you guys can see that. It looks really smooth. I'm gonna take what's left of my coconut. I use the Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free foundation stick in the shade Coconut 355. I use this to cream contour. But oh no, I'm all out. I have to pick up a new one. Maybe we can do a Target run today. It's just, I already know Target runs are never for one single thing. So I'm just gonna use the same beauty blender or the same sponge to blend this out. Okay, now that I have the cream contour down and blended, so I'll just do a little bit down here. I don't want that much. Well, this sponge is putting in work, you guys. I actually really like it. Oh, and you know what? That's why I look yellow. Wait. Okay. So my son loves to come in here and mess with this little light that I have right here, because you press, like, you kind of just touch it and it changes the warmth of the light. And these two are white bright lights, and this one was in the warmest shade. So I think that's why you were able to tell. That's why you could see like a different tone to my skin. But anyways, still the lighting is not doing, and the camera are not doing this foundation or this my skin justice right now, you guys. It still looks kind of weird on camera, but in person it's looking really smooth. I'm really liking this. So you guys, I am 32 weeks pregnant. 32. I am officially getting ready for baby, for delivery. and the nerves have officially kicked in. Okay, let me see. So I'm gonna use, you guys already know, my Derma Blend Professional translucent powder, and I'm gonna use this under my eyes. But yeah, I'm 32 weeks pregnant, and I am looking for ways that I'm looking for things that I can start doing as of now to help me and to help my body go into labor on its own. Oh, and I have really good news. I forgot, I haven't told you guys, but the reason why I'm trying to prepare for labor is because with my son, I was induced. I had cholestasis with my son, so he had to be induced at 36 weeks. But this time around, I got the test done, you guys, and everything came back clear. I do not have cholestasis this time around, and I am so happy, and I have peace of mind once again, because I was really stressing about that. I was really hoping that I wasn't gonna have it this time because I didn't want to get induced. Now, unless anything else goes wrong, like the baby doesn't want to come at 40 weeks or something, then I would obviously have to be induced again. But other than that, I won't be induced at 36 weeks, which means that I'm gonna be able to go into labor. I'm gonna be able to go into labor on my own if my body permits it. And I'm just trying to do anything that I can to help that process. And I've been looking and doing some research, and I have found a couple of things that women start doing as of their third trimester to help the baby kind of start getting in position, and just all of those things that can help you have an easier labor and a faster labor. Because you guys, with Ethan, I was in labor for like 37 hours. It was crazy. And so that's why I'm a little nervous this time around. But everyone keeps telling me like, oh, it's always faster with the second baby, it's faster, like, you know, you're not gonna be in labor for that long. And I'm like, okay, just positive vibes. I'm just thinking positive. But even then, even if people are still telling me that it's faster, I still want to take matters into my own hands, try to do the most that I can to help the process. So I'm going to be making a video on the research that I found and some of the things that I'm going to be doing as of, or that I kind of already started doing, but not really. I'm going to start implementing them. And I'm gonna make a video to let you guys know some of the things that I have been doing to prepare for labor. And I'm so excited. I'm excited, but I'm nervous. But now, each and every day, like, I feel my baby move. Like, he moves a lot more now because he's bigger, so I can feel him. I can see him. Like, I don't have to touch my belly now. I can just see him like moving over, like you can see him over my belly, over my clothes. Like if you just stare and he's moving, you could tell that he's moving. And oh my goodness, like just seeing that makes me so excited, because I'm like, how is he in there? Like with Ethan, he was my first, so I had never experienced that, you know, and everything was so new to me. Like I didn't know, like everything was just so new. And this time around, I feel him moving, and then I look at Ethan and I'm like, I can't believe like there's a baby in there that's gonna turn into one of those. And I'm just like, that's crazy. Like that's legit, like the miracle of life, you guys. And the closer and closer we get to it, I'm just like, wow, like this is insane. This is really like a miracle. How the baby's in your tummy moving around, like he's moving right now, moving around, and like you can feel him, and then the next thing you know, like he's out into this world, and you're able to physically feel him and touch him and hug him, and that one human and that one little baby that you're hugging was once in your tummy. Like that is it's still a trip to me. I still look at Ethan and I hug him and I'm like, I can't believe you were in my tummy. And now this baby. So I'm just drenching my face because I always do that. I love setting spray. Today I'm using the Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Setting Spray. And I don't know if I want to do highlight today. I don't know if I'm feeling like if I'm feeling highlighty. I might just add some to my inner corners. But yeah, so I'm gonna keep doing my research, and then I'm gonna make that video for you guys on how I'm preparing for labor. And more videos, and I have more videos planned. I'm gonna be doing the what's in my hospital bag. Trust me, a lot of things are gonna be different this time around than my first time around, because my first time around I feel like I overpacked. I feel like I packed so many things that I just, to be honest, didn't even need at the hospital, because the hospitals provide a lot of things for you. And to each their own, but I see a lot of people packing like legit luggages. And I'm like, damn, like, what do you need all of that for? I mean, you need a lot of stuff. You need stuff, but I don't think you need like a whole luggage worth of stuff, you know? I don't think you do. But watch me say that, and then once I start packing, because I am an overpacker. Like I said, the first time I overpacked a lot, and I already know, in my mind I'm already saying like, okay, I'm not gonna overpack this time. But who knows, maybe once I'm already packing, I'm like, oh, but I should just take this just in case. I'll take that just in case, because that's how I am. That's how I am. So I kind of get it. I get why people end up taking luggages to the hospital, because they're probably like, you know what, just in case we need this. I can't find my blush brush. This is one of my favorite blushes. KKW and Mario collaboration. Very graceful. I don't know why I feel like this shade just complements my skin tone really nicely, and it gives it like a subtle blush tint, but it's not overwhelming. It's not too pink and it's not too much. It's kind of like a peachy color, which I really like. But anyways, I'm gonna be having the what's in my hospital bag. I'm really excited for all of that. The thing is that right now, the reason why I go kind of MIA and stuff is because, like I mentioned to you guys, we're gonna be moving, and we're actually gonna be moving in about 4 weeks now. So we already started packing. I already started packing a lot of stuff. We definitely don't want to leave anything for last minute, because of course I'm pregnant, and now I get really tired, you guys. I feel like my stomach, like my belly is so far out now that if I'm on my feet for way too long, my back just starts killing me. Like, it just starts killing me. And I don't remember feeling any aches and pains when it with Ethan's pregnancy. I felt fine, like I was, you know, good. But this time around, I'm already experiencing Braxton Hicks, like the fake contractions. They're called Braxton Hicks. Like, I'm already experiencing those, and I think it's because this time around I've been home more, and you guys already know that at home work is never done. Like, you're never just sitting down. I know a lot of people think that, you know, women who stay home, they're just on the couch laying down, but it's not like that, you guys. I honestly feel like I do a lot more now that I stay home during the day than when I had my other job, because my other job consisted of me driving to people's homes, and then once I got to the people's place, and then once I got there, I would sit down. So I was sitting a lot with Ethan's pregnancy. I was sitting a lot. I wasn't really on my feet. And now this time around, I'm on my feet all day. As soon as I wake up, I'm on my feet. I'm either making breakfast, or I'm cleaning, or you know, I'm doing activities with Ethan, or I'm picking up here, or I'm picking up there, or I'm doing laundry, or now I'm doing lunch, now I'm making dinner. Like, I'm just always on my feet. I'm constantly on my feet. And by the end of the day, recently now, I end up really tired. Like, my back, and then the bed that we have, oh, the worst. So we have a bed, and when we bought this bed, I feel like we got bamboozled by this guy, because he sold us this mattress. It was at the mall, okay? It was like at a shop at the mall. And first of all, we went in there and we told him, okay, this was when Ethan was only a couple of months old. We went in there and we were like, we don't know if we want, and I mean, it was our fault too, because we didn't do our own research. We kind of just went and talked to the professionals, the mattress professionals, and we expected them to tell us, you know, what was best for us. So we told them, okay, we have, you know, a baby, he sleeps with us, he co-sleeps, so we really want a Cali King. We thought the Cali King was longer width-wise, not length-wise, okay? So we're like, okay, we want a Cali King because it's width-wise longer, and it's 3 of us sleeping on the bed, so we just want to have enough space for everyone. And so we explained it to him why we wanted a Cali King. We wanted the width, you know. I was like, I know there's a king and I know there's a Cali King. You know, what we thought was that the Cali King was bigger width-wise. And he didn't correct us. He was just like, oh, okay, yeah, so the Cali King is bigger width-wise. Like, you guys are gonna have more space for all 3 of you guys. So he confirmed what we said. And that was the first thing, okay? So anyways, we ended up buying a Cali King bed. And I was like, for some reason, and my parents, they had a king back in the day. They had a king, and I was like, for some reason, Junior, I was like, my parents' bed feels like more of us fit on there when we're all like when we were all just chilling there. I'm like, I feel like more of us fit on their bed than on our bed. Why does our bed feel like more like shorter? Until I realized, I was like, Junior, I was like, Cali Kings are supposed to be longer lengthwise, like for your feet. Like, you'll have more space for your feet, so they're longer that way, and they're shorter the other way. And that was the first thing that was the first thing that he, in a way, either tricked us with, like, or he didn't know what he was talking about. I mean, he sold mattresses. It was his business, and he didn't, you know, he didn't correct us right there and then. Like, he didn't say, like, no guys, you guys are looking for a king because the king is going to give you more space up here instead of, you know, foot wise, it's going to give you more space up here. No, he didn't explain any of that to us. And we were just like, okay, we'll get it. Yeah, we'll get the Cali King if that's the one that you have available now, blah blah blah. And then he sold us supposedly like some of the best mattresses, and tell me why, like, those mattresses now are so, like, it feels like we're sleeping in a waterbed. Like, they're so soft now that it's so uncomfortable for me to sleep on that bed. So with the move, that is one of our #1 things that we're gonna buy. We're gonna buy a new bed, we're gonna buy new mattresses, we definitely need something more firm, and we're gonna go with the king instead of a Cali King. So back to what I was saying, it's so uncomfortable for me to sleep on the bed now, and even to get out of bed, like to use the bathroom in the middle of the night, it's literally, oh gosh, it's hard. Like, it's really hard for me to get out of bed. Like, I have to have Junior give me a little push. I'll be like, help me. Ethan too, like, pobrecito, when I'm trying to get out of bed, he's like, I feel like I need a whole freaking something to come and pick me up, and I feel like I need a whole machine to come and pick me up and get me out of bed because it hurts. Like, I feel like I'm sunk in, like I'm like deep in there, so I can't just get up and get out of bed, you know. And then on top of that, another reason why it's hard is because I have really, really bad sciatic nerve pain. My sciatic nerve, oh gosh, it's always hurting me, you guys. Like, my sciatic nerve is always hurting me. My leg hurts. Like, when I get up from the couch, from anywhere, even from right here where I'm sitting down, if I get up just like that, I won't be able to walk. Like, I have to stop myself and like stretch out my leg. I can't just, like, I'm not as fast anymore where I can just get up and go, because I already know that the pain is gonna be there. So with Ethan's pregnancy, I experienced a little bit of sciatic nerve pain, but not as much as I've experienced this time. And I don't understand why. If I'm supposedly walking and stuff like that helps you, and I've been like I said, I've been a lot more active this time. I've been walking a lot more this time around, so I don't understand why. But yeah, that's what's been going on, and that is what I have coming up for you guys. That is what I have. And that is what I have planned for you guys. This is the NYX pencil in Cocoa. Just use that to outline my lips a little bit. And then one of my favorite butter glosses are by NYX. They're NYX butter glosses. These are my all-time favorite. I love these glosses. Just gonna add some of that in the middle. Like that. And well, I'm gonna go do my hair change and all of that, but I'm gonna close this video here. I kind of just wanted to sit down, chit chat with you guys as I got ready, because I haven't sat down and talked to you guys. You know what I forgot? Now that I'm looking at myself and I feel like a little pale under my eyes, I didn't add my bottom mascara. Okay, so it didn't make that big of a difference, but I feel a lot better now that I added my bottom mascara. Anyways, you guys, I have a lot more videos coming for you guys, planned videos coming for you guys. Please don't give up on me. I promise I'm gonna keep posting. And then also, don't forget to leave your video recommendations in the comment section. Don't forget to turn on your post notifications. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Really appreciate it. Yeah, with that being said, that is all I have for you guys today, and I will see you guys on the next one.